So, we have studied about the that is damped harmonic oscillator. We have also find out the solution of the damped harmonic oscillator, and we have studied the three conditions of the damped harmonic oscillator, that is nothing but over damping conditions, critical damping conditions and under damping conditions. So, today we are going to learn about the energy of an oscillator, and we will also determine it, the quality factor and relaxation time of the damped harmonic oscillator. So, here let us derive first the energy of an oscillator. So, that is derivation we will first get it. So, now let us understand what is energy. Energy is nothing but the sum of kinetic energy and the potential energy. So, to calculate the kinetic energy, consider the solution of the underdamped oscillator, that is x is equal to a e raised to minus t upon twice of tau sin omega t plus phi. So, where capital A we are taking as a small a and delta we will replace it by phi. It does not matter what we consider it, but delta is nothing but it is a phase of the that is phase of the oscillator or function, whatever it will be. So, we will consider it now our equation as x is equal to a e raised to minus t upon twice of tau sin omega t plus phi. Now, we differentiate this particular equation with respect to time, that is v is equal to dx by dt, which is equal to, now when we will differentiate it, we will see that in solution we have two components which is varying with time, that is exponential function and sine function. So, it is like uv functions, correct. So, e raised to minus t upon tau we are taking as u, sin omega t plus phi is taking as v. So, therefore, we will have the differentiation as u v dash minus v u dash. Okay. So, we will first differentiate its sine functions. So, we will get the first term as omega a e raised to minus t upon tau cos of omega t plus phi minus 1 upon twice tau a e raised to minus t upon tau sin omega t plus phi. Clear? Now, here we will take it common. What is common in this case? That is a e raised to minus t upon tau, right. We will also take the common as omega. So, omega a e raised to minus t upon tau, we will take it. So, we will consider it. So, look at this particular equation. So, that is omega a e raised to minus t upon tau, will common, we will take it. So, look at this equation, that is this, okay, that is omega a e raised to minus t upon tau. We will take it common. So, we will get it cos of omega t plus phi first that is first term, and the second term, because omega we are taking common. So, in the second term omega will be coming in denominator. So, therefore, we will get it as v is equal to omega a e raised to minus t upon tau cos of omega t plus phi minus 1 upon twice of omega tau sin of omega t plus phi. Here. So, now next one we will consider it here, that is let damping coefficient is quite small. For light damping conditions mu is very small, that is mu is equal to, and we know that mu is equal to 1 upon twice of tau. So, therefore, when we neglected the second term as compared to the first term, we will get it v is equal to omega a e raised to minus t upon tau cos of omega t plus phi, that is the equation number 2. So, now kinetic energy we will write it as half m v square, which is equal to half m omega square a square cos e raised to minus t upon tau cos square omega t plus phi. Instead, what is the e raised to minus t upon tau is a square of e raised to minus t upon twice of tau. Okay. Now, we will find out the potential energy. Potential energy is normally given as half k x square, which is equal to half k square e raised to minus t upon tau sin square omega t plus phi. But k is restoring constant, and we have already learnt that is k by m is equal to omega 0 square. Omega 0 is the natural frequency of an oscillator. So, therefore, we write k is equal to m omega 0 square. So, therefore, the potential is given as half m omega 0 square a square e raised to minus t upon tau sin square omega t plus phi. What we have done? We have replaced k by m omega 0 square. So, therefore, the total energy is equal to the kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is equal to T plus V is equal to half mv square plus half kx square. So, we will replace it half mv square, that is equation number 3 and equation number 4 in 5, and we are going to get it the equation number 6. Now, in equation number 6 we observe that m a square e raised to minus t upon tau is common. Of course, half is also common. So, we will take out and the rest term we will take it inside the bracket. Okay. So, now total energy we got it as E is equal to half m a square e raised to minus t upon tau. In bracket we are going to get it omega square cos square omega t plus phi plus omega 0 square sin square omega t plus phi. Now, omega square is given as omega 0 square minus mu square, which is equal to omega 0 square minus 1 upon 4 tau square. Omega mu is mu, we know. What is mu? 2 mu is equal to 1 upon tau. So, mu is equal to 1 upon twice of tau. So, which is square, mu square is 1 upon 4 tau square. So, therefore, we write it energy again by replacing omega square is equal to omega 0 square minus 1 upon 4 tau square. Clear? This is. So, we will see here, that is half m a square t upon tau. So, look at these equations, right? We will see this equation, right? Of course. So, we will see that omega 0 square cos square omega t plus phi and omega 0 square sin square omega t plus phi will combine, and then we will get it sin cos square function plus sin square function will be equal to 1. So, therefore, E is equal to half m a square e raised to minus t upon tau in bracket omega 0 square, because cos square and sin square function will be 1. So, we will get first term as omega 0 square, the second term will be, it will be retained like that. Now, neglecting second term because it is very small, we already know that it is a light damping and mu is very small. So, we will neglect it, we will get it e raised to tau is equal to half m omega 0 square a square e raised to minus t upon tau. So, now we will get it finally, that is E t is equal to half m omega 0 square a square e raised to minus t upon tau. So, we will write it half m omega 0 square a square is equal to E 0. Clear? Now, we will determine it the quality factor of damped harmonic oscillator. So, what is the quality factor? Quality factor is given as Q is equal, that is 2 pi times the ratio of an oscillator to the energy loss in one complete direction, complete oscillation, and it is given as Q is equal to 2 pi energy of an oscillator divided by energy lost in one time period, where t is the time period of oscillations. Now, let E is equal to E 0 e raised to minus t upon tau. So, when we differentiate it with respect to time, that is the rate of loss of energy we will calculate, which is given as, that is 1 upon tau E 0 e raised to minus t upon tau. How we got it? We naturally differentiate e raised to minus t upon tau. Differentiation of e raised to minus t upon tau is 1 upon tau e raised to minus t upon tau. Of course, negative sign is there, which will be multiplied with minus sign outside the d by d and d by dt, and that will become plus. So, therefore, minus d upon dt is E t upon tau, because E t is what? E 0 e raised to minus t upon tau. So, we replace it. So, now we will get it energy lost in one time period is equal to t multiplied by minus d by dt, which is equal to capital T divided by small tau E t. Now, therefore, Q is equal to 2 pi E t upon tau e raised to E t. E t in numerator will be cancelled with E t in denominator, and in denominator we have t by tau. So, tau will come in the numerator. So, therefore, Q is equal to 2 pi tau is divided by time. So, 2 pi by t is nothing but it is the angular frequency of an oscillator, that is omega 0. Omega 0 we know it is equal to root k upon m, and 1 upon tau is b by m. Why? Because 2 mu is equal to 2 mu is equal to 1 upon tau, right, and that is equal to b by m. So, therefore, we rewrite this q equation in terms of the other constant factors, that is the restoring constant, and b is the, that is the frictional force constant, frictional coefficients, and m is the mass. So, q is given as, because it depends upon the restoring constant, it depends upon the frictional coefficient b, and it also depends upon the mass. So, we got it, q is equal to root km upon b. Okay. So, q is inversely proportional to the b, that is if it is light, b will be small, so q will be higher. So, oscillation is good. Now, we will study about the logarithmic decrement. It is defined as the natural logarithm of the ratio of successive amplitudes of damped harmonic oscillator. We know already that is in the under damped conditions, it is the that is displacement is decreasing exponentially also, and it varies periodically also. So, the amplitude is also, we will consider it, amplitude also decreases exponentially. So, at various times there will be the different amplitude, but it decreases, clear. So, here see A1 will be smaller than small a is the initial amplitude, A2 will be smaller than A1, A3 will be smaller than A2. So, likewise we are going to get it continuous decrease of the amplitudes. So, let us write first capital A is equal to A e raised to minus t upon tau. We have studied about the underdamped conditions, underdamped oscillator. We have found out the solution of the underdamped oscillator as x is equal to a e raised to minus t upon tau sin omega t plus phi. So, here we will just write the amplitude, that is a e raised to minus t upon twice of tau. So, then at t by 2 we will have a1, at t we will have a2, at 3t by 2 we will have a3, and at 2t we are having a4. So, we replace it small t by, to get a1 we will replace it t small t by capital T by 2, and we will have the equation a1 is equal to a e raised to minus t upon 4 tau, a2 is equal to a e raised to minus t upon twice of tau, like that, and therefore, we will get it, we will divide it a1 upon a2. So, what we will see, a1 upon a2 is equal to exponential function, a1 will be what, that is e raised to minus t upon 4 tau, and in the denominator it is e raised to minus t upon twice of tau. So, if you consider it divided, a1 upon a2 will come as e raised to t upon 4 tau, and it is same, a1 upon a2 will be same as a2 upon a3, will be same as a3 upon a4. So, when we will find out the log of a1 upon a2, we will get it, that is log of e to the base e raised to t upon 4 tau is equal to t upon 4 tau. So, log decrement we will finally calculate, that is lambda. Lambda is the log of the natural log of ratio of successive amplitudes, and we got it, that is t upon 4 tau. Okay. Now, we will find out the relaxation time of the damped harmonic oscillator. So, the time in which the amplitude decays to 1 by e of its original value. So, is called the relaxation time. So, in relax means it amplitude, when the amplitude decreases to 1 by e its of original value, a maximum value, then this time is called as relaxation time. So, let Tr is the relaxation time. So, at t is equal to Tr, A is equal to A0 by E. So, A is equal to A, so whatever we have written earlier, that is A is equal to small a e raised to minus t upon tau. What is small a? That is equal to A0, that is initial amplitude at t is equal to 0. So, therefore, we write that is when t at t is equal to Tr, A is equal to A0 by E, which must be equal to a0 e raised to minus tr upon twice of tau. So, here the relaxation time we are finding out, which will be we will getting it as the twice of tau. So, twice of tau will be nothing but what, 1 upon mu, 1 upon mu will be 2 m by b, because 2 mu is equal to b by m. Okay. So, we are